Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're here back in Minecraft Survival. Now you may be like, why do I have so much food and why do I have good armor and tools? And that is because this is my uncle's realm. And in this video I'm going to give you a tour of my base. And I want you guys to give me some feedback and some good things. So over here is my little barn, is where all my sheep are, and over here just like some manual things. I decided to do this. I still do not know why this one hasn't grown yet. And over here is a little watchtower I made just because I can look over my entire world. I really came up with this especially to store some backup food in case I ever run out of food and like the whole world is plunged into apocalypse. I really like how this came out, and I really like the decorations I added. Over here is my automatic sugarcane farm, as you can see on the sign. I reckon this looks pretty good, especially down here with the little storage spots. This thing produces a lot of sugarcane. But over here is my food farm. I use the wheat for breeding my sheep, and I use the carrots for my main food source, or I just use tons of the steak I have. I really like how this turned out, especially using the pale wood to go in and add that nice balcony feel with the pillars. Down here is a nice stream. I really like how I decorated it, and I reckon that this might be my favorite spot because over here I have these boulders. Now I really like how the boulders came out. Oops. And I reckon this look very good. And if you're wondering how I got these things, I have a silk touch pickaxe. But I reckon this turned out the best. And over here is my bridge that connects to the other side of the river. For my very first actual good bridge, I think this turned out very well. But on the other side we have a nice path that leads over here to my fishing dock. But if you want to go to the kelp farm is right over here on the water, and you can see the kelp farm underneath. This is also where I keep all my kelp, and so far I have a pretty good amount. I reckon I might do a harvest soon. But if you don't want to go to the kelp farm, you can just fish it. And over here is the little waterfall bit to the pond. I took some salmon, put it in there, just to add a nice feel. I reckon this turned out very well. And over here is my horse. Here's the new-ish copper horse armor. Just don't mind the spelling of designation. I spelled that wrong. Right now it's zero designation N, even though it should be zero designation N. My favorite character, if you've seen Merge, don't you know that? Over here is my fountain. I think this turned out very nice, especially yet again with the pale wood. Just adds a nice modernized theme to it. Especially with the lanterns. I've used 100 lanterns around. And over here, this time I'm pretty sure I got the spelling right. Zero designation V this time instead of N. And this is my nether portal. I tried to recreate a nether biome with this mini nether fortress. By the way, the texture pack is like a kind of modern, and if you're wondering what this is gold, some gold blocks. Hopefully you guys didn't get confused by that. But we'll look more on the nether later. Because if you go to the other side, you will see my house. Now I reckon this house turned out very good. I used a mixture of spruce wood and stone bricks. Stone bricks for the little podium it sits on, and spruce wood for the main house itself. Just these spots are like little spots that I can work from. Out here is some little balconies. I repeated them on both sides. If you go up here, there's some little extra storage over here. Over here is where I eat. Not where I eat, where I sleep. And over here is my cake. I always make sure I have my respawn point set, because let's say spawn is like thousands of blocks away, and over here is my little map of the world. Every time I do a new project, I upgrade the map. It's my uncle's base. I think it looks very good. Over here's the job board. Basically, it has everything that I want to do in the world. Like, of course, I'm gonna want like a realm hall where all the members can meet, and a giant world map. And then finally, when that's done, add a lot. Over here's my enchanting setup. I reckon the wizard tower roof. I reckon that turned out very well for my first ever one. I just took one look at a picture and then just tried to recreate it. Over here's where I saw my lapis, and there's everything I need: an anvil, a grindstone, a crafting table, plus the smithing table. And over here, if you go further, is my storage room. Basically, it's every single category that I could need for now before I get better things like being the Ender Dragon, upgrading the armor. So then I need more categories, and then eventually make that automatic and stuff. And over here is just a little fishing nook. I'm thinking of like fully transforming this village, and I reckon this for the first one turned out very good. I'm really proud of myself for this one. But I could have made the roof a little better, but I do like how it goes out a bit. Just made some vegetation here with some smooth trees. But if we go back, no, so I named both of them with these little hanging signs. This one's the housing unit, that one's the farming island. But if you go down here, which I went down to show you guys the roof, we'll go further. This is my honey storage. I also have a connection also over there where I seal destination 3 and seal definition N. That path also goes on to the stairway, because this is my honey farm. We can stand out very nice. But if you keep going up the stairway, you can see my little podium, first pickaxe, and my first ever netherite ingot. I'll be getting more. But if you go up here, you can see my entire base from up here, and also my uncle's. But now it's time to go to my favorite project that I'm still working on. So I told you guys before about Realm Hall, and the way I'll get there is by minecart. So I put this little train station with a little tunnel that goes all the way down to where it will be. And here's the train station. Eventually this will be a bubble elevator, so it will shoot me up. And maybe wondering, well, it'll just get stuck here. It just hits the power rails, making me go faster and speed up back towards the main base. It's fully transportable, and I reckon it's turned out very good, especially with the vegetation. But now it's time to swap dimensions as we go back down the path, down past my pets. Oh, he joined. And now all the way to the nether, where we find the nether base. Okay, over here is my base. I have some low storage in case my other storage gets backed up. But down here, if you guys didn't think I had any smelting spots, this is where I smelt everything. And also mine for netherite. That's where I mine for netherite. But I reckon this spot turned out pretty good. I think I added way too much furnaces though. I don't think I'll ever be using them. But over here, I just have a little nether vine farm. I don't know why, I just wanted to, because why not. And that is everything. I reckon my base has turned out so well, and I reckon that I can probably improve in the future, but I just feel like this has brought out the best of my abilities. But anyway, and also use tons of lanterns, because that looks way better than the torches. But anyway, that's all for this little short video. I hope you enjoyed, and please give me some feedback on my builds. Tell me if there's anything I could improve or anything. But anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.